guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's see if we have a flame. Let's just see. Oh, that's promising. Okay. Oh, I have not been up in my room hardly at all the last 2-3 weeks. I've done a couple videos is all for various reasons. We can chat about that. But lighting a candle for me is grounding. And I kind of left things downstairs, some stuff undone and things I'm clicking off in my brain I got to do today. And when I light a candle, it helps me get grounded. And just say, this is my time. And so if I get off track, the flame reminds me. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to take a breath. Okay, now I am going to dedicate this video to a few things. Number one, I'm going to dedicate it to Let's Make Together. That is a hashtag that Tammy Van Antwerp and I came up with this spring because we wanted to do things together and we wanted to design Let's Make Together so that other people might want to jump in. So we try to think of something each month that might be fun for everybody to do or some people to do. So I'll tag that. I'm going to tag this video, Let's Make Together. I'm also, for the month of October, she and I have been doing Whatever October because we're both busy and we've both had some health struggles and we just didn't feel like we could commit to one thing. We just have to leave our time to video really fluid. And so Whatever October has been really fun. So I'll tag that. And I'm also, or hashtag that, I should say. I'm going to tag Celeste at Woodland Inspired because she tagged me this morning. She did a hashtag, what have you learned on YouTube, from YouTube. I'm taking artistic. 10 things I've learned on YouTube as a creator. She was tagged by Crinkle Path. And Crinkle Path apparently got the hashtag from the Rose Life. And I hope I'm tagging the Rose Life. I hope there's not two channels. I did go and subscribe to the Rose Life because I feel like that's important to support her if she started this. And so I thought I would do the 10 things that I've learned from YouTube as a creator while I'm getting organized. So that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to chit chat. We're going to talk about what I've learned on YouTube. Well, the first thing I've learned, let's put that as number one. The very first thing that I have learned from YouTube is that there is an entire YouTube community. I didn't know that. Back, what was it? Let's see, would have been, I really can't remember exactly when I started using YouTube to search things and find things. I'm thinking it was probably like 2018 or something like that. And I would, just search, I don't know, pasta recipes or something like that. No idea that I would eventually want to have a channel. That wasn't even in the cards at all. This one's already in a sleeve, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, I think I will. So I think that's about as long as I've been using YouTube. So then the thing that when I became a creator and I started doing videos, I was really surprised to find out how many people you connect with when you've got a channel, and that there's a whole community out there. 5.5 by 7 3/8. So if I do 5 1/4 by, I got no idea what 3/8 is, so we're gonna wing it. And that's probably the funnest thing that I've learned too, because I have met people that I know are going to be longtime friends. I know that. Okay, so number 2, I learned how to film YouTube videos. I had never filmed anything like, you know, to replay it. I mean, I could click the video on my phone, you know, I knew how to do that. But I didn't know how to upload it to YouTube, or any, you know, I didn't know anything like that. I don't know if I really need that. I wanted to put the, there's another little one, this one right here. I think I'll put these together. So I learned how to video. That was number 2. I'm making notes just to keep my brain straight. Number 3, not sure how I'm going to do that. This one didn't come with a die, so let's see. Number 3, I've learned to make cards. And I don't think that I would have learned, oh, I did it on the wrong side, darn it. I don't think I would have learned how to make cards, or at least I wouldn't have learned as much about making cards. I think I had dabbled a little bit. I wouldn't swear to that, but seems like I had tried a few times. Back in the day, I tried to be a scrapbooker, and yeah, that didn't pan out well at all. Not sure how I'm going to do this one. Let's see. So I've learned to make cards. I don't think I would have probably sought out YouTube and tried to really work on becoming a card maker if I had not had a YouTube channel. There's so much to learn, and I don't know that I would have really been able to grasp it if I hadn't made so many friends and stuff on YouTube. I just want that so I can lift these up like that. Okay, so how's this gonna happen? Problem is, am I doing that right? That it, whatever doesn't stick to the die is going to stick to this. So that's number 3. I've got my phone off, but somebody's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, no. Yeah, see, it's sticky. Let's see, number 4. I know. I've learned, since I've been a creator on YouTube, and because I'm a creator on YouTube, I have learned about so many tools. I was trying to think of the word. Crafting tools that I know for sure I would not have known about if I weren't a creator on YouTube. Like, I didn't know about die cutting. This already has a sleeve, so I've already done that. Yeah, I used to back everything on white cardstock because it just looked more organized, but it's such a waste of paper that I just don't do it anymore. I think keeping it in its original and just putting them in these is just, that's gonna work great. But if they're in this, then they don't, I miss them. There's a big size difference, see? There's that whole inch or whatever. So I do want to put them in this, and there's no reason to have 2 sleeves, so I'm going to take this out. Yeah, so number 4 would be tools. I wouldn't have learned about a Big Shot. I didn't know anything about, so many things. Embossing. So I wouldn't have bought a heat tool because I didn't even know I wanted one. So yeah, that is a biggie. I didn't know about designer papers. Like, what's the one I love? Oh, I can't think of it right now, but Gail Augustinelli uses it all the time. Well, I don't know about lately. I haven't seen Gail for quite a while, but she was using it. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, when I first started, I was watching Gail Augustinelli quite a bit, and I learned about the creators of all of these gorgeous designer papers. Oh my land. And digis. I didn't know anything about digitals. So, yeah, that's number 4. Let's see, number 5. I didn't know you could get paid. I don't get paid, but I didn't know you could. I was completely naive about YouTube and TikTok. I don't even know if TikTok was a thing. And Instagram I've just barely started to use, and I'm not really very proficient at it at all. Yeah, I didn't realize that YouTube creators could get paid. I think it's going to be great fun if I ever do get paid by YouTube. I think that'll be great fun, and I'm excited to think that I could get paid to do something I love. However, I guess you could lightly say it's a goal, but I'm retired, and my goal being retired is no stress. No stress. So I do not want to ever turn YouTube into, and creating on YouTube, into such a commitment and such a responsibility that it becomes a stressor. Oh, I want to use these. They're so cute, Anna. So I would love to get paid, and if I do get paid, that's going to be great. But it's going to be because I'm doing videos that I love and sharing them with people that I care about, and I'm just being me. That's it. I'm not going to try to be a wonderful performing artist. It's just not me. I've been in business now for, oh God, 30 years, I don't even know. And I'm tired of turning everything into a business. But, I mean, you know, a commitment, responsibility. But if it happens, I'll be really excited. And I do love all the support. And I love meeting new people. That's really my jam. So, yeah, I didn't know that we got paid. That was number 5. Aren't those adorable? I didn't know, let's see, what else? I had a thought and then it left. I don't like that. Oh, I see. I see why I left it like this. Wow. That's a disaster waiting to happen. What else have I learned? Oh, one of the things that Celeste mentioned this morning that I really resonated with was how important it is to kind of keep track. Like if you go online and you find digis that you love, it's important to be able to give the person who created the digis credit. I still am not very good at it. I'm trying. That's one of the reasons why I don't take things out of their sleeves now, is because I could not remember who I got stuff from. And so I'm trying. It's kind of a work in progress, and I really am making a serious effort to try to keep track of who does what, who created what, who sent me things, and so on. When I first started and I would, you know, buy things, I just threw the wrapping away. I had no idea that I wouldn't want to know that information later. And you do. And so now if I don't keep the original paperwork, I'm writing a note. Like if I don't keep this for whatever reason, then I try to write it on there so that I know. What else? I've learned a lot. I mean, the list really could be endless. Let's see, what else? So my brain is kicking off 100 million things I've learned about Tim Holtz. I didn't know about him. I learned about that there's creators all over the world that post on YouTube. I didn't know about that. Is that all the stamps that I was going to organize? That's amazing. That was fast. Oh, I don't know if this would be under tools or not, but I've learned about a lot about craft room organization, and that has been really fun. Okay, these look like they're all put away. Wow, I'm actually pretty caught up. That's great to know. Not sure what that is. Oh, that goes to my script stamp. Let me grab it. I don't think that fits in here though. This is getting dried out. I don't know how to fix that, or even if I can. So yeah, so number 7. I learned about Happy Mail. I had never heard the term Happy Mail. In my personal life, I had no clue what that was. That seems awful harsh for cleaning stamps. I'm not sure I should have done that. And that's a game changer. Happy Mail is so fun. I'm horrible at reciprocating. I think I try to acknowledge people on my channel and everything, but I just stink at sending stuff out. Tammy Van Antwerp and I tease each other about it because it's true. Why is that so hard? Angela Toma has said the same thing. That she said she just, sucks at mailing. It's the mailing. I don't know if I like that, but I'm going to try it for a while. Doesn't really take up any more room, so let's see if I like it. But maybe it'll keep that stamp moist. Tina, if you're watching, what's the secret to keeping their stamps moist? Now see, this is one I do want to put paper behind, because the top will flop over if it doesn't have support. So, I gotta grab some. And it's 5 1/4. I can't do 5 1/2. This is 11 paper, but I can't do 5 1/2 because the sleeves are 5 1/2. So I'm gonna have a little bit left over. This might not, I don't think this is the right paper, but oh well, it'll work right. Let's see. Yeah, Happy Meal has been really fun to learn. These are 8.5. And those are 7 and something. 7 3/8. So they're 1, 2, 3, 8. So if I just do 7, they should fit, right? Well, that's another thing I've learned. Well, I don't know if that would be, well, kind of. I don't know if it really is because of being a YouTube creator, but a creator for sure. I've learned that sometimes measuring is important. I don't always measure. I would say rarely do I measure, but I have new respect for why people measure, and sometimes it is very important to measure. See, that's why I put this on here, because without it, at the top it gets all bent and in the stack, and I don't care for that. Let's see, what else do I have? Any more stamps that need to be put up? Gosh, I'm impressed. I don't really have a lot. I thought I was way behind, and I'm really not. Go me. Now, what I have been doing is not putting stamps away behind me until I've used them. So these are stamps that, this one I've used, but these are stamps that I still want to use before I put them away. Oh, this weekend is Halloween. So let's play with this. So number 8, I'm going to put measuring. I don't think I would have really appreciated the value of measuring if I didn't have a channel, because I'm fine with not measuring. I'm cool with that, and I'm not a person who really wants things. I'm not, oh, how do I say that? I don't strive for perfection in my life at all. Creating, relationships, my home, any of it. I just, perfection is not something I strive for. So measuring tends to lend itself to the idea that things need to be precise and exact and perfect. And that's just not anything that I want to do. So, yeah. I do now understand that sometimes things are even easier when you measure. Let's see, number 9. That one's got me. I'm thinking. Number 9. What have I learned on YouTube? So many things I've learned are already in, like, I've learned about a lot of videoing software and stuff like that, but I've already talked about that. Oh, I learned about hashtagging and hashtags and tagging people. I'm gonna put that down. I didn't know about that. That, you know, if you wanted to learn about card making, that you could put the hashtag in and then you would pull up all the card making stuff. I didn't know about that. I hope this white piece is big enough for this stamp. And using the @ symbol to tag someone and let them know that, oh my gads, I did it again. Yeah, I didn't know about that. And that's been fun. Where's the one I just had? Coming up with hashtags and following other hashtags and doing projects because other people have hashtagged a project. That has been really fun. And I would have probably never gone down that rabbit hole if I wasn't a YouTube creator. Better write that down. Hashtags. Hashtags and the @ symbol. Okay, number 10. I was watching Jill the other day and she said, just let your stamp kiss the paper. Well, I've been using every bicep and finger muscle I have to push it as hard as I can on the paper. She says, no, just let it kiss the paper. Oh my gosh. This is from Anna White over at Sweet Miss Daisy Designs, and look how clean that stamp is. Wow. Let's see, what else have I learned since being a creator? I'm trying to think in my brain of things that I probably would not know if I weren't a creator. So I'm trying to think of things that of course, shopping. I mean, you know, where to buy things. Like, I didn't know about Blick or any of those kinds of things. I didn't know about Copic markers. I don't think I would have bought Copic markers if I would not have had a channel. I told Doug the other day that he needs a scarecrow out there by his bird feeders. We have pinion jays. At least we believe that's what they are. They have a real dusky blue color that when they fly you can see it under their wings, and they're a medium-sized bird, and when Doug puts food out, they just come in huge flocks and trash his bird feeders and knock all the food on the ground, and then the little birds have a hard time eating, and it's frustrating to watch because I don't think I like blue on blue. Let's do something else. Maybe blue and pink, or blue and, how about blue and whatever this is, currant. Yeah, so I told him, you need a scarecrow. But then that's where the deer go too, so we're like, maybe we don't want to scare the deer. Let's see. Number 10 has me stumped. I'm going to say this is his scarf. Is that right, Hannah? Because it's got little stitching and it's gathered. Oh, that's cute. That's just cute right there. I don't care who you are. What else have I learned since being a YouTube creator? got me stumped. Should we give him Carhartts instead of the traditional denim jean? Or should he have just jeans? Oh, let's give him some Carhartt jeans and see what that looks like. I was thinking about doing his hat in this, but I think I want to do it in a different color. I was actually kind of thinking of maybe a green. Or a really warm, dusky red like this, burnt sienna. Oh, I love that. That would be great on the pumpkins too. What else? Boy, 10 has me stumped. I'm thinking of things, but I think I've already talked about them. I think it's a little too dark to do the whole hat, so I think I'll find something that's just a little lighter, but the same warmth. No. I don't know if this is actually any lighter or not. Oh, a little. That's kind of orangey. I don't know if that'll really go. Yeah. It's a little too happy. Oh, what about this? EOH. Oh, it says it's brown. Oh. No, it's too same. Well. I'm going to do this. I'm really stumped with the 10th one. God, I've learned so much on YouTube. I guess in order to pay tribute, my mom used to say you dance with the one that brought you. In order to pay tribute to why I'm even on YouTube, I guess I would have to say, I think I'm going to do that in green. I've learned how to make junk journals. I mean, I do feel like I'm pretty proficient at it. I've made all kinds of them. Shabby chic, trifold, lap, bag, packaging, real junk. So I guess in order to pay tribute to the reason I even got started, I think I'd have to say junk journals. Because I don't know if I would have kept making junk journals if I didn't have a channel. I didn't know what they were for. I didn't understand the whole idea of it. So I think that's number 10. I think, let's do yellow for his beak. Since he's a crow, at least I assume he's a crow. And let's do our stick that holds them on. So I think that's number 10, is I have learned, as a creator, I have learned from YouTube how to make junk journals. I did go sub Rose's channel. If I've subbed the right one, and I hope I have, she talks about like beauty tips and her life and just whatever happens to come to mind. Oh, that's the same color. We don't want that. Let's do something like this, maybe. And I've subbed all kinds of channels because of a hashtag. Uh-oh, that one's dried up. Yeah, it is. Okay, I gotta put that in my pile to get a refill for. Let's try this one. Kind of the same, but a little different. fruit pink. All right, that, I guess that looks orange to me, but whatever. So that's my list of 10 things that I've learned since I've been on YouTube, because I'm a YouTube creator. Or as a YouTube creator, I should say. And I am going to tag Anna at Sweet Miss Daisy Designs, Jill Norwood at Greenwood Girl Cards, and I know that Celeste has already tagged Tammy. I'm going to tag Dahlia at Mandalee Cards and More. So, Anna, Jill, Dahlia. Tag, you're it. It's your turn to post 10 things that you've learned as a YouTube creator. Celeste, I'm so glad that your husband's doing better. Diabetes is a beast. When I worked in the nursing homes as a new graduate nurse, I probably thought I was, you know, all that in a bag of chips. And diabetes is a job. You have to really pay attention to when you eat, where you eat, what you eat, you know, and all those things. And when I would pass meds, you know, the med would be ordered at X o'clock, and you had to judge that by when did they eat, how much did they eat. And back then, you know, this was a long time ago. Back then we were really strict about all that stuff. And we try to counsel these patients and tell them, you know, you have to eat, you gotta have some peanut butter, you gotta have la la la, and they tell you, I've been diabetic for 50 years, don't tell me how to be diabetic. And I guess in our own kind of way, we thought we knew best. And it was always a struggle to try to get patients to understand what you were trying to tell them. And this is what you've learned in school. And, you know, you need to eat this. No, I don't. You can't have candy. Oh, during Halloween. Oh, my gosh. That was horrible because they would get the sugar-free stuff that didn't taste very good. And you try to tell them, well, you know, your diet, you don't want your insulin to da-da-da-da-da. And they'd been diabetic for 40 years, you know. they knew what they could eat. But I remember that was always a battle. And when we'd chart non-compliant with diabetic diet. Like it's a punishment, you know. I have since learned, if I had somebody diabetic in my life, that there's a lot to be said about somebody who knows their own body and they understand what they can and cannot do. And there's a lot of people who have managed their medications on their own to their benefit for years and years. It's not to say that all the medical advice should be thrown out the window. Absolutely not. But it's not as strict as I was trained. A lot of things have changed in medicine over the years, and it's great. Medicine has come a long way, and okay, I like that. You know, this is such a cute stamp. So cute. I want to do his nose. I want to do his nose red, but I don't think it'll show up. Let's see if it will. Kinda. I think I want brown down there. Some kind of a dirt brown. I think I'll put his patch blue. Blue and when I think of a scarecrow, I think of digging in your closet for all the stuff that's torn or too small or really colorful. Let's see, gotta do that button. Let's do it in red. Let's see if he's going to look okay on this stamp. I mean on this red. He looks okay, but that's not enough of him. Autumn leaves, pumpkin, please. I wonder where I could put that. Let's stamp it on something and see what it looks like. Let's do brown. And these stamps are just so cute. I love how you did the little curly things at the end and stuff. It's just adorable. Adorable! I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if I can't trim it up enough that it would fit somewhere there. If I would have put him down just a little bit, then it would fit on top of him, but we'll see if I can't get this to... See if it fit. Maybe. That's not cut straight. Guess I better look what I'm doing. And let's smoosh it up. I don't want to get rid of his hat. Oh, that'll work. Okay. We're doing it. I'm going to smoosh him up too, actually. I'm going to round the corners. I'd really like to leave this over the edge because it feels like a sign at, you know, at the farmer's market or something. I don't know how that'll fit in the card sleeve, but I'd like to leave it like that. Let's put this on the back. Do I have a pen? Oh, by George, I do. How about if I just do it in black? Anna, that stamp is so stinking cute. And that one is called Happy Harvest. Okay, guys, I can see by the timer that we've been at this for an hour and 7 minutes. But I got all my stamps put away that I bought that needed to be put in sleeves. And I did the hashtag, the Rose Life, is that what it was? Yeah, the Rose Life. And thank you, Celeste, for thinking about me. And I made a card. I don't know what I'll do with the inside. Probably put maybe white. But I like the way it turned out. Okay, guys, that's my video for this Tuesday. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you'll put the hashtag in your videos. Let's make together so Tammy and I can follow what you're doing. And Jill, Anna, Dahlia, I hope you guys take on the challenge of what are the 10 things that you've learned as a YouTube creator. Let's all take care of each other, y'all. Bye.